Welcome to Bible in a Year, Day 60. Today we discuss Numbers 14 and 15 and also Psalm 90. There is so much packed into today's reading. I will hit the highlights that struck me, but please take time to read these rich chapters. After the fearful report brought back by 10 of the 12 men who scoped out the promised land, the Israelites are grumbling and saying, "Let's go back to Egypt." In other words, God, we don't trust you and your plan, so we want to walk away from your will and return to Egypt. Keep in mind, these are the people who witnessed firsthand all the plagues. These are the people that God parted the Red Sea to rescue from slavery. God tells Moses he's going to wipe them all out and start over. Moses intercedes on their behalf, and God relents. In the midst of his mercy, God also serves up a good dose of justice. The 10 men who brought back the bad news were stricken with a plague and died, and we learn why the 11-day journey from Egypt to Canaan is going to take 40 years. The generation of men who witnessed the wonderful signs God performed to bring his people out of Egypt would all die in the wilderness. It would be their children who would inherit the beautiful land flowing with milk and honey. The exception would be Caleb and Joshua, as they brought back good news and believed that God would deliver on his promises. Right after this, a group of Israelites repent for doubting Canaan as their promised land. So they decide they're going to the promised land now. Moses warns them that they need to wait on the Lord and his timing. However, they proceed and are defeated by the Amalekites and the Canaanites. When have you taken matters into your own hands and gotten ahead of God or completely out of his will? I could name more than a few times in my life. So thankful for his love and forgiveness. In Psalm 90, I think it's the only psalm Moses writes, and it's in the midst of the wilderness experience. I encourage you to take a minute to read the entire psalm, but here are my favorite verses, especially when I get too caught up in this world. So verse 10 says, the years of our life are 70 or 80. They are soon gone, and we fly away. Who fears God accordingly? And then verse 12, so teach us to number our days, that we may get a heart of wisdom. I invite you back tomorrow to see what we can glean from Numbers chapters 16 and 17. Have a blessed day.